rock. And the stupid bracket command actually works today, like so that people join the bracket challenge. There's like 10 people. There's a good chance people are gonna win some money. This is
Oh,
a
that's true.
bracket.
I mean, I'm
You're
in.
in there. You're in there.
I'm already in. Yeah.
There's a good chance you're gonna start winning some of my money here in a sec. Yeah.
Dude, I've literally never won a bracket once in my life.
Well, now's your opportunity.
Yeah, right.
Let's just try it. So the bot, apparently I had deactivated the bot, but I don't. Is it still not going to work? It's still not going to work. This is so annoying. It's literally right here. It's literally right
I
here.
should go to CBS, right? So
I think so.
CBS.
Like I turned the
NCAA.
on.
Right.
Default variable.
Because I won't be able to watch it live while this is going, because it'll just like get super warpy with my internet. That's okay.
Cool down. Well, I mean, I can give it to you.
Yeah, you'll yeah. And if you're sharing screen or something, like I'll see.
I didn't spell it wrong. It's 200 things. Permission everybody template. I'll just have a sticky note. I'll be spamming it myself.
Yeah, all good.
Okay. Yes, Hannah, welcome into chat. Hannah, your bracket is in there. I saw that one earlier today, which is fantastic. So Hannah's got a shot at the money. She's ready to rock and roll. And so are we here on the broadcast. Okay. So, Justin, you are our expert bracketologist. You have had this thing on lockdown all season, basically.
Yeah, I've tried.
A couple big results today that we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Well, actually, we have for our first question from chat from Aryeh Ferber. Do you think Michigan in or out?
Oh, I would like to say out, but every bracketologist that I've seen has said in. Like Lenardi says they're in. So I don't know. I have a feeling that they're going to squeak in, but I don't think so. I would personally say that they were out.
All right. Rustin has made the call out. All right. So there we go. But big results today. Number one, I'm going to give a shout out to the Richmond Spiders. If you were on our broadcast last or 2 weeks ago for the Carolina game, you know, Frank was here with me. He's my brother. His alma mater is Richmond. He is actually good friends with former teammates on the Richmond basketball team. And still keeps up with them regularly. TJ Klein, one of his best friends from college, who now plays for the Washington Go-Go, which is the G League team for the Wizards. And so they punched their ticket with 4 wins in 4 days in the A10 tournament. Richmond, ladies and gentlemen, is in. So that is one happy Spider for my brother. And I am dreading seeing the bracket because if Richmond and Duke end up playing, we're in trouble because this Richmond team, I watched this game today. They took down a very experienced Davidson squad. There's a senior team. They are well coached. And they are poised. They could be a sleeper here in the tournament.
Yeah, they were down with like a minute or two left too, by like down. 5 or 6, and were able to keep the pressure on and finish the game off. Like something I wish we were able to do, right?
Yeah. All right, Rutgers in or out is the next one.
Oh, in. They're okay. In. They did great this year. If you actually look through the season and look at some of their quality wins, they were beating top 5, top 10 teams and doing it fairly regularly. So I'm all in on Rutgers. I do not want to see Rutgers at all in the first round or two.
So I have Rutgers pulled up here on the screen. Their net is 77, with a 6-6 in the quad 1. Actually, overall,
not bad.
Not bad. Wins against Purdue, Iowa, who just won the Big Ten tournament. Congratulations to the Iowa Hawkeyes. Wins against Illinois and Wisconsin and Indiana. They also beat Ohio State there too. So, all right. So you think Rutgers is in, Michigan is out.
Yep.
They did lose to UMass and Lafayette though. Yeah, that's a bad Q4 and Q3 losses there for Rutgers. All right. Our fans want to know, what seed is Duke?
Well, I mean, so we've been going back and forth on this, and I've been updating as we go. If you look at the net, our net is actually not all that great. We 13. Are 13.
Yep.
So that would put us solid, actually, technically 4, right? Yeah.
It would technically, put us if you went by net, but
if you just strictly went by net,
but like Houston is 3, and that's not
exactly
not a 1 seed.
Yeah. So the thing that really screws us is that quad 3 loss against UVA at home. No other team really within the top 8 or the top 8 seeds has a quad 3 loss, and so I think with our showing lately this March, from like the eye test that the committee might use, I have a feeling that I have a feeling it's not good. It's going to drop us to a 3. I think it's going to be a 3.
The eye test is really bad. The question is, how is Michigan number 20? What's it said? Number 20. Michigan in the top 25 for the net.
I have them at 34.
They're
34 right now.
Yeah, down here. Okay.
It's just based on the conference. I mean, they have more opportunities to play higher rated teams because their conference was doing well, but they were 5-10 quad 1, 3-3 quad 2, and so they didn't have a winning record in quad 1 or quad 2 this season. And so,
I think we're still all crying about the Duke loss yesterday.
Yeah,
but, we are. BYU in and Xavier. Tell me more.
Oh, goodness. I have not thought much about BYU at all. Let's see. Where are they at in the net?
54.
54.
And
Xavier
41. Right above A&M.
Let's see. Quad 1, Xavier 5 and 8.
Oh, my God. Ow.
A&M 4 and 9, but A&M just did go on that run. And what is Lenardi? Lenardi has Xavier as the first 4 outs. I think the Richmond bid steal.
So the bid steal bumps them.
Yeah, I think because it bumped them because Wyoming was in the last 4 in basically all day until Richmond won. And then they got bumped and everybody started getting bumped down. But Xavier didn't have a good showing in their conference tournament. I believe they lost, first round, potentially? First or second round of their conference tournament.
The Purdue loss, does it have any effect on the seeding?
Maybe not. I mean, it's not a bad loss. Like, they lost to Iowa, which technically is a quad 1. At this point for, the last day, it doesn't particularly matter, but they lost to a good team, a ranked team in a championship game, as opposed to Duke, where we technically lost to the 7 seed and did not play well.
Although they're in Virginia Tech number 27. They're up here though.
They are, but 7 seed in a down ACC, again, it comes down to what have you done for me lately? And turn of March, we did not look good. And so I think we will get the little bit of the Duke bias where they've rated us higher in terms of essentially carrying the ACC and having a lot of big wins on the front end of the season. But I don't know if the Purdue loss does really much to our seeding. Maybe it flips it, pushes us 1 spot up or, whatever. But I still think we're probably going to be a 3, but we'll see.
Notre Dame is in?
As of right now, Lenardi has them last 4 in. They finished 2nd in the regular season. Obviously, their tournament showing was not great. They basically laid an egg against, obviously a streaking Virginia Tech team. But that's tough. Let's see. Net ranking for Notre Dame is, gotta find these guys, 53.
Yeah.
53, they have 2 and 8 against quad 1, 2 and 1 against quad 2. So most of their wins were coming quad 3, quad 4. I think that's a toss up. I don't know. They might be one of the last 1 or 2 teams in, or are on that first cut for one of the first 4 out. I don't know. That one's too close to call.
Okay, Justin, we are about 5 minutes from the reveal. I'm going to ask you to give me the top 16 in order. You've been doing this for the last couple of weeks.
I had it written down.
Here we go.
Hold on, give me a sec.
Yeah,
gotta get it.
12, 13, 14. We put out the notepad for this. 16.
Okay, so
number 1 overall.
Gonzaga.
Okay.
2, Arizona. Lock. 3,
Gonzaga.
Kansas.
Okay.
The Jayhawks, they looked very impressive against Texas Tech. Very impressive. And then
a hot team, a good team doing well late in the season. Okay,
yep.
Number 4. Who's the final first seed?
The final first seed, that's going to be Baylor.
Baylor. Okay.
Baylor.
So 2 schools out of the Big 12.
Yep. Big 12 was rated very highly this year, per usual. They tend to be, and I believe Baylor's had some injury issues, but they've done a lot over the season to, I think, keep them. But the reason they've jumped up is because Kentucky lost. I felt Kentucky was going to get that last 1 seed if they had won their conference tournament, but then they shot 2 of 20 from 3 in their semifinal against Tennessee and basically laid an egg.
So where do you put them, actually?
I put Kentucky.
No. Where do you put them in the regions? Gonzaga obviously is in the West.
Gonzaga's going to go West. Arizona, I have a feeling will go South. That's fairly close-ish.
The Kansas takes the Midwest.
Yep.
And then Baylor takes East.
Yep.
That's a little odd. Okay. All right. 5. Your 2 seeds.
My 2 seeds. So gonna go Auburn.
Auburn. Okay.
Yeah, Auburn.
Didn't even make it to the conference title game.
No, but they did have a great season. A lot of really strong wins. At one point, they were just untouchable, and then laid an egg a little bit in their conference tournament. But I think they've done enough over the entire course of the season to get them on the 2 line.
Okay, the second 2 seed.
Second 2 seed. So I had us prior to the Virginia Tech game.
Okay.
So let me rejig that a little bit. I'm going to go with Tennessee.
Tennessee. All right. The actual SEC champion.
The actual SEC champion.
All right. There you go.
Then I'm going to go with Purdue.
Purdue. Okay.
And then I'm going to go with, I've got UCLA.
UCLA is the final 2 seed.
Yeah.
All right.
I just think I would have put us there. It's just, I don't know. I'm just so upset because we've been playing so poorly. And they made it to their conference championship game and they lost to Arizona in, a decently contested game, and it's Arizona. They were supposed to lose that game.
Okay. All right. Yeah, they're number 10. They're technically above us. Okay. Sure. The 3s.
Duke
is the first. So Duke is the first one to get bounced. All right. We'll see if that holds. Yeah.
I'm going Villanova.
Nova. Okay.
Texas Tech.
Nice run to the Big 12.
Both fine. Yeah, Big 12.
Yep.
And Illinois.
Decent run for them. I think they made it to the semifinal, right?
Semifinals. They were technically regular season co-champs or whatever, and made a little run, but bounced. And then now what? We're on to the 4s, yeah?
We're on to the 4s, yeah.
On to the 4s. So I'm going to go with Houston.
Okay. Yep. The Cougars.
Yep. So highly rated in the net, although they haven't actually played very many quad 1 games, at all. Just won their
5. And they've
just
lost them all.
Yeah. Just won their conference championship over Memphis, which was kind of on a downturn, but is now on an upturn and is a tournament team. You will see Memphis in the tournament.
Okay.
So that's a good win for them as well.
They lost to Memphis twice. Okay, but I guess they won when it mattered. So there you go.
Yep, they won when it mattered. They got the auto bid.
They got the auto bid. All right, your 3-4 seeds remaining, and then we're gonna go.
I've got Arkansas.
Dangerous team out of the SEC, by the way. They play good.
Yep. And then I'm gonna go with St. Mary's.
Okay, it is. They are a quad 1 team. Yeah.
Yep, they are.
All right, your final 4 seed.
I'm going out of the box here. I'm giving a nod to Murray State. Yeah.
Keon's going to be happy to see that one. I see he's in chat now. Justin is giving Murray State.
I think they have 2-3 losses all season.
The nod as the final 4 seed.
Yeah, final 4 seed.
Okay.
Give the mid-major some love.
Reaching. Murray State 21 out of the Ohio Valley.
Their net ranking 21. They've won most of their quad 1 games. I mean, I think they are a dangerous team. You don't want to sleep on them. You really don't.
Okay. All right. Well, here we go. So this is going to be the bracket reveals. We're gonna We're gonna see how many you get right out of here. Out of the top, the top. This is the top 16 as called by Justin. All right, and we're gonna see how many he ends up getting right. So, and then we'll actually fill in the brackets here.
Mm-hmm.
So this is fantastic. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome into our Selection Sunday show. This is the special show that we're doing for the brackets. I know some of you have already entered your bracket into the challenge. If you have not, click that link and put the bracket in the competition. You're going to get to win some nice cash at the end of this whole thing. And I will fill my bracket out too here live on stream. We'll see if we pick all animals or not. All right.
Go with the best colors.
Go with the best colors. All right. And so, Justin, you have the first one right. Gonzaga is the number 1 overall seed. They will play Georgia State in the West region.
Okay.
So we'll say this correct. Check mark.
Check mark on the easiest one.
Boise State is the 8th. And then, did you have Boise State in or out?
I had them. They won their conference.
They're the auto bid.
Yeah,
okay.
They were auto bid.
All right. Boise State, and then Memphis. You said we will see Memphis in the tournament, as you said. They not an auto bid because of the Houston win there, but Memphis, the at-large bid there, gets it, the nod. UConn is the 5 seed in that bracket. Your thoughts on that?
You know what? Good team. Good team. Didn't have a overly amazing season, but had a good enough season to where, depending upon the matchup, it could go really well for them or couldn't go well for them.
And then it's going to be New Mexico State as the 12 in that region. Arkansas is the 4 seed. All right, you got it. Arkansas is indeed a 4, and they will play against Vermont.
Oh shit!
What?
Vermont's actually not. Don't sleep on Vermont. They absolutely just drubbed. I forget who they played in their conference championship. I think they beat them by 40.
Jesus. Alabama in from the SEC, another team that's got some quality wins this season. Also, Vermont played Duke. The first year we were there, or the year before?
I think it might have been. What, your undergrad year or the grad year?
No, I feel like, I don't know. There was one of them where they.
I think so, yeah.
Played. And they almost beat us at home. It was very close. It was like a sort of exhibition game. But there you have it. Rutgers and Notre Dame will have to play their way into the tournament, as they will have they're the first 4.
Yep.
So there's your number 11 seed. We had asked about whether Rutgers and Notre Dame, we had some questions in chat, whether they were into the tournament. Justin said yes for both. Both of them are in. And so here we see they will have to play their way in as part of the first 4. That starts Tuesday. The 3 seed, Texas Tech, nailed it. You got that one. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are the 3 seed in the West, and Montana State. That's an interesting one. Auto bid, I suppose.
Yep, probably.
Chat saying that Memphis will give Gonzaga a run for their money. That Memphis being the 8th seed there, you don't want to see that if you're Gonzaga, right? Michigan State is going to get the 7. Interesting. Tom Izzo is now part of this bracket.
So we'll see what happens here, because if Izzo's there, you never know what storyline they're going to frickin' try to do.
Are you saying they're going to send us to Greenville?
We might get the 2 seed here.
They're going to send us to Greenville, South Carolina, and
again,
go, Izzo
again.
Oh
again.
My! Oh yes, because we were there when they lost.
We were there when we lost.
Oh, they did give it to us. Oh, you got to be kidding! Oh, get out of here! What? Oh my God! Oh, they did! Oh my goodness!
They would do that.
They would. It's hashtag storylines. Hashtag storylines. It's a conspiracy. It's the NCAA conspiracy against C.S. Fullerton. Oh, God. Okay, so this was not correct.
But
that one's right.
I have a feeling that I was probably correct, but then when they slotted Michigan State in as that 7 seed, they're like, let's move Duke to the last 2 seed, and let's give them Michigan State in the second round.
Oh, I don't know where to hide.
Fucking hell.
Oh, okay. Language. But anyway, oh, God. All right, well, I guess we can be happy that we have the 2 seed, but wow, chat, your reactions, please. Nasir Jones says it's over. I can't even. But this is great. Like, they set up the potential rematch between Duke and Gonzaga from earlier in the season too, right?
Yep.
Oh. The conspiracy is here, ladies and gentlemen. This is the NCAA conspiracy playing out right before your eyes. David, but look, I wouldn't even want to play Davidson. They just lost to the Richmond Spiders today in that A10 tournament. They're an extremely veteran team as well. Like, this is a death bracket over here in the West. Wow. And Greenville is not a place where Duke has been kind to Duke, as we were saying earlier. Both Justin and I went to that first round tournament game. Was it in 2016 or 17?
17. It was Jason Tatum year.
Yeah, the Jason Tatum year where we were bounced there. That was the longest 3.5-hour drive back home I think I have ever done.
That was.
It might have been more than 3.5 hours in the middle of the night.
It was like 5 hours. We didn't say a word to each other.
No, we didn't say a word. We didn't say a word.
We just didn't know what was going on.
Just like besides ourselves, like I think we got back to Durham at like 1 or 2 in the morning, and we're just like, all right, see you later, bud. Like, you're like, oh my god. That was a miserable trip. The Airbnb was very nice though.
Oh, it was great.
It was a great taco place in Greenville. Otherwise, it is very Greenville's very nice. But yes, major death bracket here in the West. I want to see if so I've got 2 brackets open. I don't know which one is currently updating live. That's the thing.
Yeah, that's what I need
because the ESPN
to find.
one says it like the teams will be selected in like 2 hours, which is like not right. Start your bracket. Start your bracket early. I don't want to start my bracket early. I don't need to autofill. New group, join, how to play. Well, does the CBS one have it?
I'm looking for it. I can't get a partial fill.
Okay. Well, let's see if chat finds one for it. Maybe they can help us out too. Because I've looked at ESPN and I've looked at Yahoo and I can't find like one that's actually. And if it comes down to it, I'll just start taking screenshots from the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, but chat, what do you guys think here? This is going to be a very difficult bracket for Duke.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're going to make a run, you may as well do it against the best. You're going to have to get through Michigan State. You're going to have to get through Texas Tech. So you were right about that piece. And ultimately Gonzaga, although chat's saying that Memphis might have an opportunity to unseat Gonzaga. So that would be an interesting stat.
Yeah.
The other one, so you put Baylor at one of the top seeds here. You put Baylor as the 4th 1 seed. No team has ever won the national title having lost the first game of their conference tournament. All right, stat that one. That's a real stat. Okay.
All right.
So,
okay.
So Baylor, unless they go against history here, if you're actually building a bracket, you should not set them in as winning the national title because they can, as history would tell you, they should not win the thing.
Okay.
So,
and there's probably a large. Obviously, there's a large sample size here
a very large sample size
to judge this one. So yeah, that's probably a close to surety.
Keep that in mind. No team has ever won the Natty having lost the first game of its conference tournament. So the second overall 2 seed is Arizona in the South. Justin, correct once again here on this one. Arizona playing a fantastic season here in the Pac-12.
Rookie coach, first new coach too. Yeah.
All right. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
I have to say I haven't been following Arizona as closely as I probably should have, but at least this is kind of one of those teams that I would not want to play.
No. Not a chance.
Yeah. Anyway, all right. So there we go. They'll face the 16 Wright State and Bryant. Let's see. NEC, Northeastern Conference. All right. Auto bid.
I always hate that the auto bids, even from the mid majors, still have to play each other. I think that's a bummer for them. It's such a bummer.
That's true, because this is a Wright State, Brian. That's a play-in game, actually. I thought the play-in games were all one seed line, though.
It's 16 seeds, 2 16 seed play-ins, and 11 and a 12.
11 and a 12. All right, so Seton Hall in. Seton Hall out of the Big East, right?
Yeah, still? I think it's Big East. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, well,
those conferences get me confused. American or Big East,
whatever.
one of the two.
Against TCU.
Okay, that'll be a fun one.
That's going to be a toss-up. That'll be one that breaks some that busts some brackets there.
Yeah, that's a really tough one to call.
This is in San Diego, so in Pittsburgh, 5. Houston actually is going to be a 5 seed. Interesting. Wow. Not correct on that one, so they drop all the way to the 5 line. Okay.
Don't trust the net then.
And against UAB is the 12. Interesting 5-12 game, though. Houston, interesting. That might not be, well, I don't know.
I think like they didn't do Arizona any favors there. I mean, Houston's not a slack team. Like, yeah, they play in a not the greatest conference, but they're still not a slack team at a 5.
I don't know if I would pick that as my 5-12 upset, though. It's going to be Illinois at the 4 in Chattanooga, so you had Illinois correct.
Or did I have them at 3?
No, you had them at a 3.
I had them at a 3.
Yeah. Not correct. You had them at a 3, so they're going to slide down slightly as you get that one. Okay, so let's screen cap that. Oh, come on. All right, that's going to be that one. So that's the top. This is the top of the South. Top South. Okay. All right, there you go. So then Colorado is going to be in the South as well. Colorado at the 6. Also a Pac-12 team, if I'm not mistaken. And there is Michigan at 11.
Okay, they got it. They made it.
They got it. You had in, right?
Well, I knew they would, but I didn't want them to be in.
Okay.
But I had a feeling that they were going to be in.
At 17 and 14. Wow. That's like a record that kind of stands out that you're like, huh? But anyway, all right. So you said in even though you wanted them out. Michigan makes it. Tennessee is a 3 seed. Actually, so that might be the flip. The Duke-Tennessee one.
Yeah.
Might be the... That might be the flip there, because you would move Tennessee up for winning the SEC. And yeah, they'll go against Longwood. Yeah, you're right, because Duke is the final 2 seed, right? Because they played the top 1.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's how they did it. Yeah, that's how they do it. Yeah.
Yeah, that was the NCAA plus the a little Duke bias, and they give us the 2 line versus the 3.
Ohio State in at the 7. Virginia Tech has not yet been seeded, so we don't know where Virginia Tech is. Then Loyola Chicago. Look at that.
Ooh.
Sister Jean.
Yeah.
That's enough. I'm calling that upset.
Yeah. The fighting Sister Jeans on that.
Yeah. Take Loyola Chicago, chat. Number 10. We're taking them. We're taking them over Ohio State. Down with Ohio State. Nobody likes them anyway. Nova at the 2? Wow. Okay.
Okay. All
Nova
right.
at the 2. So Purdue must have gotten bumped then for their loss.
That's interesting.
Or you had UCLA up there. Interesting. Yeah. Against Delaware. Wow, Nova doing maybe they get the Jay Wright bump.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Well, and they get sent to the South, so we'd have to figure out where they were on that line. Well, net rankings, they were 7th in the net, 8-6 in quad 1, 9-1 quad 2. Toss up, right? It's a toss up.
Yeah.
I think I would have taken Tennessee over Villanova as a 2 seed, but hey, I'm not part of the committee, so it doesn't really matter.
Well, I mean, Tennessee could still. Well, no, Tennessee is the 2. Oh, wait, Tennessee is... No, they're not. Okay,
Yeah.
Interesting. No, you're right. They're a 3, so...
Man, I wish I had a bracket that updated as they were released.
All right, so I've saved that one too. See, it says that you can play now, play.ncaa.com. So let's see if that works. Men's bracket challenge. Sign in.
Official bracket. Let's click that button. Aha, here we go.
Did you get it?
Yeah. So if you go to the NCAA website and go to the official bracket, it'll update.
Okay, bracket test. Do the thing. No.
Here, I gotcha. Putting it in the chat.
Why can't? Okay. All right. So I want to have this up and running here. Did you put it in the? Yeah, I got you.
Oh, so it's Colorado State, not Colorado.
Oh, Colorado State. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, here it is. Thank you. There it is. Here's the updating. Perfect. Beautiful. Beautiful. All right, we're in business chat. Love it. I love it. You love to see it. We are in business here. Okay.
Yeah, we got no favors. None.
Yo. All right. Yes, Chris Hand, welcome in. What up, Duke fam? Duke fam has had no favors here tonight.
We've got none.
We have no. So they wanted to set up all the storylines and make this like this Cinderella run here, and like, oh god.
Because I mean, I'm fine with the Cal State Fullerton. Of the 15 seeds, that's probably that's fine. The Big West is an awful conference. I know because I went to Cal State Northridge for undergrad, and that conference is just terrible.
What was your mascot?
We're the Matadors.
You're the Matador. Wait, which one? Oh no, that's Elena. Was the Anteaters? That's.
UC Irvine. Yeah,
Irvine.
That's Irvine. Yes.
Yeah.
But Michigan State. So then we either get a grudge match against Izzo, or we have to play a very experienced
Davidson
squad. So.
Okay, so we're looking at this thing as it updates. I think you all can see this, right? I'll zoom in a little bit. There we go. There we go. That should do it. All right. So now everybody can see the bracket as it gets revealed. And we'll start doing our picks here in a second. We'll start drawing on the screen.
I really like Tennessee in the.
You like this Tennessee
in that section?
Okay.
Longwood, Michigan, Ohio State, Loyola, Villanova. Tennessee played some really good basketball in the SEC tournament.
Did Davidson win their tournament? No, they did not. Richmond won the tournament, and they stole the auto bid out of the A10. We are waiting to see where Richmond will be seated, as they have not yet been revealed. We have the East and the Midwest yet to go here, and so the predictions again, it's either going to is Kansas in the Midwest and Baylor in the East. Is how Justin has this drawn up. So that is what we're waiting on. I want to see where Carolina ends up.
Lenardi had them generally as an 8-9, give or take range.
Okay.
Probably, but I don't know. I could see them ending up as an 8 or 9 in either one of these. It's kind of a toss-up where you would put them now.
All right, let's see. Here we go. Second half of the bracket is Kansas. Lower right, Kansas in the Midwest. You got that one right. Nicely done. That part's you're knocking them down at the top here.
Luckily, those are the easy ones.
Those are the easy ones. The Jayhawks looking strong here. Let's see who they're going to be matched up. Well, I guess what quadrant they're going to be matched up in. And they are going to go against 16 seeded Texas Southern or Texas A&M CC. I don't even know what that stands for.
Corpus Christi.
Corpus Christi. All right. And actually, this is kind of cool. Yeah, this bracket does update like literally live. Like there's Kansas, bang. Like they just showed up. So there you go.
Mm-hmm. Again, as much as it pains me to say, Kansas, that's a very good basketball team. Yeah. They were so composed, took so many punches from Texas Tech in the Big 12 championship game, and it didn't phase them one bit. Every punch didn't matter. They came back up, made a play, got a bucket. Even if they turned the ball over, it didn't matter. They made a play on the next play on defense. So
Iowa looks like they went straight to the bar after their Big Ten title and took the trophy with them here as they're the 5th seed there. The 8 and the 9 is San Diego State. And there it is. There's Richmond at the 12. I see. I was like, I really don't want us to be down at 3-14 because it was going to be close. Richmond Spiders will be down there they'll play in Buffalo, New York. Not a bad spot for them, actually. Jerome Duke is in the West. We've already been seeded as the 2 seed in the West. They're Providence. See, they don't have like I told my brother, I was like, we will call you in from the Richmond team like celebration because CBS isn't going to do it. And we'll do it here instead. South Dakota State over there as the number 13 seed with Providence. Yeah.
They got drubbed. Absolutely just smacked in the face by Creighton in their conference tournament. But still we're able to pull out a 4 seed. So good for Providence. Good overall season, but we'll see if they can do anything in the tournament.
LSU at the 6. Couple quality wins. I think they beat Kentucky, didn't they?
Probably. But they just their coach just got fired.
Oh, that's right. Their coach just got fired.
And their assistant coach. So
yeah, that's one hell of a story. Iowa State is going to be there. The Cyclones there at number 11. Impermissible benefits, paying players cousins. Wisconsin,
cousins,
at the 3.
You name it. Yeah, they paid everybody. Let's just put it that way. Everybody was getting paid. Everybody was getting paid,
except for me, apparently. Except for
me too.
Yeah, I did not. Yeah, Duke is. We'll talk about Duke here in a second. Let's let them finish out here this Midwest because Wisconsin is at the 3. You forgot about that one.
Yeah. Well, because one of their best players had just picked up an injury. I don't know if he's fully out or not. They didn't necessarily play well in their conference tournament, and so you got to be careful with your Wisconsin pick past the first weekend.
Okay,
really think about that one.
But they're at home. They're literally in Milwaukee.
Oh my goodness!
So they sent them into Milwaukee. So interesting. The other matchups here in Greenville, South Carolina, USC against the Hurricanes, another ACC team. The Canes being seated at number 10. So, which we beat them. I think that was about right. Where people were saying, yeah, Miami's a 10 seed, and when we were playing them in the ACC tournament.
Yeah. No, that definitely makes sense. I forget, someone said it on Twitter, an AARP roster of Miami of people that have just been around and played college basketball for a very long time in their 5th or 6th year. So no, that'll be a fun one against USC. So that one, toss up.
Auburn, you have correct there on the 2 line, and they will go up against 15 seed at Jacksonville State. Auburn, who's playing very, very well. I'm glad that we're playing in the same location, but we don't have to play Auburn. So yeah, there you go. Okay, so this looks pretty good for Auburn here down at the bottom, I would say. To make a run to the Elite 8 at least.
I would say so.
Set up an Auburn-Kansas game would be a nice matchup in the Elite 8.
That would be fun.
That would be crazy. Richmond gets a decent seed here, though, against Iowa, although Iowa's playing very, very good basketball. Might be a popular pick for a 5-12.
Yeah. Maybe. I think it just depends. If Iowa's a little hungover from their championship celebration, I don't know. It might be a 5-12, or Bohannon and like a lot of leadership through Iowa, which is typical and expected from Iowa squads, might be able to business as usual and just take care of it.
All right, so folks were asking about folks who have been joining us late. We're asking about the Duke piece of this. The Duke is out here in the West, number 2 seed here at the bottom, in the same pod as Michigan State. They will play their first game in Greenville, South Carolina. I don't think they said when that game was, although if we click on this game, it's Friday. Okay, it's gonna be on Friday at some point. Not yet determined. But our Duke game will be on Friday. So there you go. Clear out your Fridays, ladies and gentlemen. I have to put in my time off now. But yeah, so Friday is when we will be playing. And then the final part of the bracket here out in the East, you think is going to go to Baylor. And then you think that the 2 seed on that one will probably be Purdue, with the 3 seed being UCLA, the way that you have these structured here.
Yeah, we shall see. We shall see, because I've gotten a couple wrong. I'll have to look at a side-by-side list in the end of what I said.
So let's see. So Tennessee, you actually, I'll write them in how they moved.
Yeah, so Tennessee ended up getting a 3.
Yeah, so Wisconsin moved into that one. So Tennessee, so Duke. Also, this was Duke. This was Wisconsin. Okay. The 3 was Wisconsin.
Yeah, Wisconsin got a 3.
Who took Tennessee's spot?
Villanova.
Nova, that's right. Nova up here, and then we're just gonna flip these two. Tennessee. Yeah. There's a lot of double letters. I hope I spelled that right. Actually, I can check. No, there's only one E on the second one. Okay, there we go. All right. Then Houston was the 5. They jumped down to the 5. Texas Tech. What else did you have? Oh, Illinois. Illinois. Yeah. You had Illinois as a 3, but actually.
And they were a 5. They were a 4. They were a 4.
Yeah, they were a 4. So that one flips there, which gives. Yeah. Okay. So we'll see how that plays out here. Texas Tech, you had correct.
Arkansas.
Yeah. Auburn. Arkansas, you had correct. So Murray State has yet to show up. Actually, St. Mary's and Murray State have yet to show up in the bracket. So presumably they're going to be sent east. Purdue also hasn't shown up in the bracket. Yep. They're going to be sent east as well, presumably, as will Baylor. So you think it's Baylor, Purdue, and then St. Mary's and Murray State somewhere in there?
Somewhere in there.
All right. It's going to be the ones staying there at the top. So, okay. Whew.
Let's see.
Oh, Jerome is planning his trip down to Greenville, South Carolina. We got a fan going to Greenville. I love it. I love to see it.
Awesome.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a very nice place, as we were saying. Justin and I have been there, so enjoy it.
Mm-hmm. It's definitely a fun place to have the NCAA tournament, the first round games. A lot of fun.
All right, you have the final top seed correct. It is Baylor, and they will be in the East. And make sure, folks, if you're new here, join the Bracket Challenge. Here is the link. We're giving away prizes to all our subscribers for just celebrating a fantastic season here on the channel. Hit the sub button, join the link, and we will be filling in our brackets all the way to the championship here in just a second once they're done revealing. And we have in what we have in the East. The 8th seed, North Carolina.
Yep.
Who's the 9? Who's the 9? Come on, give me something good. Marquette. Except Wojo isn't there. Oh, that's unfortunate.
It would have been way more fun.
That would have been the better storyline if you have Wojciechowski going up against Hubert Davis in North Carolina. St. Mary's is going to be 5. You were close. You were close. You were one seed line off.
Yeah.
That's close.
Marquette's net 43, 5-7 quad 1, 5-5 quad 2, 19-12 overall. I think UNC might have got a nice little favorable matchup.
You think they got a favorable matchup?
I think they got a favorable
and then they're
matchup.
just going to get it handed to them by Baylor.
I sure as hell
on the next one. All right. It's going to be St. Mary's against Wyoming/Indiana. Wyoming and Indiana will have to play that game. They play their way in on that one.
See, that's interesting. So Lenardi had Wyoming as first 4 out.
Okay, so they're squarely on the bubble, essentially.
Yeah, right on the bubble. So right I'm curious to see. I don't think I've seen Texas A&M just yet.
I don't think so. So UCLA will be the 4. Okay, so you did have them in your top 16. So they're a couple seed lines off, but UCLA is there. They will face Akron over in Portland. Interesting. Okay, so that's number 6 is Texas. Make it happen there, and they have to go up to Milwaukee and 11. Tech?
Virginia Tech.
They're playing Virginia Tech. Oh yeah, that came up before my my live feed did. All right.
Yeah.
So there it is. The Virginia Tech Hokies, ACC tournament champions, will play the Texas Longhorns in Milwaukee. Not really for either team. Not really home. Advantage. Just a random spot for either team there. Purdue is the final 3 seed. So that's an interesting one. So they do drop down a line. So you had them with Illinois. So this is the Purdue slot. Oh, so they basically bump Illinois down, and they'll go up against Yale. Yeah. Remember when we played Yale in Rhode Island?
Oh my goodness, yes, I do. And it was like
close.
It was so close for no reason.
I was there. Yeah. It was so close for no reason. That's a good way of putting it. Murray State, you took a chance on Murray State at 4. They're down at number 7, but they are part of this bracket down here. The Murray State Racers will be in the East. Didn't the coach of Marquette beat UNC when he coached George Mason? So who is the current coach of Marquette? It's not Shaka Smart, is it? I think Shaka Smart is Texas.
No. Chris Beard's at Texas now. He left Texas Tech to go to Texas.
Oh, got it.
And then Texas Tech beat him once or twice this year.
Wait, so is Shaka Smart actually coaching Marquette?
I think he might be.
Chalk fan has that right. Interesting. Well, Shaka Smart was the one who took VCU on the run from the first 4 to the final 4.
Yeah.
If that really is true, that's interesting. Nick Kolb saying Wake Forest should be in. I don't, unless they're going to come up here in the last 2. Doesn't look like it. Shaka is at Marquette. All right, there you so nice. I like that actually. There's Kentucky. Oh, you didn't even have Kentucky in your top 14. You completely forgot about them. As a Duke fan should.
Did I really?
Yeah.
I know why. It's because I accidentally forgot them because when they lost, I wanted to move them back in my list. But when I sent you the text, I didn't have them in my list on accident because I just deleted it and sent it. And so I was looking from a list without them.
Duke fans don't need to make excuses as to why they don't include Kentucky in things. Yeah. It's totally fine. Kentucky is the 2 seed in the East. And there you have it.
Let's see.
That's it. That's the bracket.
Yeah. Who were the first 4 out? So it would be. I'm not seeing Texas A&M.
Okay, A&M out.
Poor A&M. They went on just that absolutely magical run, got to the final, didn't have enough gas against Tennessee, but
it is Shaka Smart at Marquette. It's that for sure. Chad's got it right, as they always do. That's legit. I like
crowdsource it. You got to crowdsource.
Send it. Marquette over Carolina in the first round, 100%. So the Atlantic 10 did get the 2 bids because of the Richmond. So the Richmond bid steal cost, presumably, somebody like A&M, you think?
Yeah, I think A&M. And did we see Notre Dame?
Yeah, they're at the 11. They play Rutgers.
Yeah, they play Rutgers.
Okay, so here's your first 4 out. A&M is out. Yep. They were actually the replacement number 4. Dayton was the first one. Oklahoma, SMU, and then A&M.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting. Teams on standby. I suppose if a team can't play, but
yeah, I think that's very last year.
Yeah, that's a very last year kind of thing, right? With the whole COVID stuff. So okay, so there you go. It's Wyoming and Indiana going to be the final play-in game here. So as you said, you got an 11, a 12, and two 16s that play in. The last four in, by the way, were Indiana, Notre Dame, Rutgers, and Wyoming. So there you go.
You really got to feel for Texas A&M. You really do. Just they thought they had done enough, got to their championship game, didn't have enough gas, and unfortunate.
Yeah.
Just missed out.
Just missed out there. NIT for them, it appears, along with Oklahoma, SMU, and Dayton. All right. So I don't know if we can't use this one to pick, right?
I'm trying to see if we can get into, so ESPN, you can't do anything yet because it says there's like an hour until you can fill in or whatever.
I don't know why. Yeah, it's literally like an hour and a half. They're like letting like every. That's kind of like, that's lame.
It is very lame. Hold on, let me see if I can print this.
Mark Browning say they pulled their normal crap putting Murray State and San Fran on the same line. Let's hurry up and eliminate more mids right off the bat. Nice work, corrupt committee. I mean, we've always complained about the conspiracy of the NCAA. I mean, when you look at this, Michigan State, Davidson, and like Michigan State and Duke in the same pod, you just like, you can't help but be like, really? Like, yeah, really, right. Guys? Like, are you kidding me? Like, you're gonna set up a Coach K, Tom Izzo matchup in this, like, the second round, effectively?
They were just like, oh well, we have to get it at some point, so we might as well just do it here. This seems like an appropriate time to do it.
Michigan in and A&M not. Someone's getting paid off. I mean, Justin, you wanted A&M in.
Yeah.
And you wanted Michigan out, actually.
Yeah.
You were hoping Michigan did not get in. You thought they would, but you said, I want them out.
17 and 14?
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's such a bizarre record to come up like with all the other things in the tournament, right?
Like, yeah, whatever.
All right, let's see. Is this actually, can I actually click on this? I want to like create this bracket. Bracket's opening shortly. What the hell is that supposed to mean? My picks.
It's probably like updating.
All right, well, you know what? Screw it. We're going to pick it from right here. Okay, so we're
hold on. Let me pull it back up.
All right, this is going to be incredibly messy. I think we're going to have to color code them or something. Yeah, when can we fill out the bracket? So apparently on the ESPN, it's not going to let you fill it out until 8 p.m. Eastern, it looks like. Yeah. And Justin and I are trying to find one to start like filling out ourselves. Michigan didn't win a game in the Big Ten tourney. And they're still in. Look, guys, if we're gonna pick between Colorado State and Michigan as a 6 and 11, like, just pick the 6. Let's just pick the 6 and move on. Like,
yeah,
right? Like, let's just pick that one and call it good. So,
I am going to print this official bracket, and then I'm gonna fill it out by hand.
And then you're gonna take a picture or something, and
well. So when I go to print out the bracket, it hasn't put the names of the teams on each line yet.
Oh, you have to like print a picture or something.
Yeah, pretty much.
When it says print, oh yeah, that's ew. That's gross. Yeah. Okay, so how am I gonna do this?
Where's my notebook?
I have no idea.
Yeah, we'll figure it out as we go.
Where's my? Okay, all right. So let's take. All right, let's just circle the ones we think. Okay, so we're gonna start in the West. Ready?
Okay.
Okay, we're gonna start in the West, and we're just gonna start circling teams that we think are gonna go through. Or I don't have a good way to like. I guess I can. Is there a text on this thing? Can I type? Yes, there is. Oh, yes. Okay, I can.
So you can text it.
I can. Yes. Okay. And except I won't do it in yellow because nobody can see that. Can we do this in red? Does that work? That works. Okay. All right. I assume you're going to take Gonzaga.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You're going to take Gonzaga at the top. Here, I'll share my screen and you can kind of see what we're going.
Sweet.
There you go. All right, you got it?
Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
All right, so you're going to take Gonzaga here. Keep going.
I'm going to go Memphis.
You're going to go Memphis. All right.
I'm going to go with Memphis.
Yep.
Very, very athletic team. Now that the whole like kind of sideshow Imani Bates thing is over and done with, they're gonna potentially cause a fun physical matchup, athletic matchup for the Zags.
So just before we keep going here, this was the top 4 seeds by region. Okay, so which do you? What are your surprises?
The Villanova thing surprised me, I would say. I really did expect Tennessee to get a 2 seed, but the committee really valued Villanova, kind of running the table in the Big East or whatever conference they play in.
Yeah. Okay, keep going here. UConn, New Mexico State. We have a 5-12 here early in the West.
I don't know anything about New Mexico State. Chat, anything.
Chat, anybody? Call the 5-12 between UConn
call the 5-12.
and okay, let's do it this way. So we're gonna go to chat for the 5-12, and we're gonna go UConn or New Mexico State, and it's gonna be top pick is UConn, NM State. Asking the community. Let's see what they say. Poll should be live here in a second. I assume this poll would work because nothing else seems to work. So. I mean,
because I don't know much about New Mexico State. I don't know if they're very senior heavy, if they've got any like streaky shooters or anything right now. So,
all right. Chat is currently voting. UConn is currently winning by 80%.
Okay, so, all right, we're gonna go with UConn.
All right,
thank you.
We're gonna crowdsource UConn here.
Crowdsource it.
All right, so this is Zags. This one is Memphis. You're going to go with UConn. Okay. Arkansas, Vermont. You were worried about this one.
Vermont. I'm taking the upset. Going Vermont.
Justin is taking the upset. He's going with Vermont. Okay. Alabama over the...
Who would they play?
Darren Souter says New Mexico State. They score in bunches. Interesting. A different take there, although UConn's still ahead now with 8 votes by 62%. So there you go. They will play... this is the West region. They will play either Rutgers or Notre Dame.
Oh. You know what? That's hard. It's hard to call right now because I don't know. I think.
Okay, we'll reserve that one for the actual.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Texas Tech or Montana State? You like Texas Tech here?
Tech.
You like Tech. Okay.
Yeah.
Michigan State or Davidson?
You know what? As a big middle finger to the committee, because I know this is what they wanted. We're going Davidson.
Davidson. Yes, they want Michigan State to win
exactly.
this one.
They want Michigan State to win that one, so I'm going Davidson.
Kevin's saying that he hopes Rutgers comes out of that one, but
Notre
Dame is very strong.
Yeah, because I think if Rutgers wins and gets past Notre Dame, I do like Rutgers' chance against Alabama.
All right, so you would take the Rutgers over Alabama if that actually comes out that way. All right.
Yep.
Duke or CS Fullerton? Last night you said put us on first round upset watch. Direct quote from you, by the way. That's what you said. So what are you taking here?
Luckily, I think we got a favorable 2-15 matchup. I'm going Duke.
Okay, you're going Duke for that first round.
We didn't pull Lehigh, who's got CJ McCollum or some crazy.
Who are now
matchup.
In the NBA. No NBA prospects on CS Fullerton, as far as we know.
As far as we know, we're okay there.
Okay, all right. Kevin also saying Duke, and UConn is going to take the 5-12. Thank you, Chad, for voting on that one. We'll close that poll for now, and we'll reopen if we need more help here in a second. Arizona, we're going to take the Wildcats.
We're taking Arizona there.
Arizona. No Virginia happenings here for Arizona. Seton Hall, TCU, effectively a coin flip.
Yeah, that is a coin flip. TCU played really, really good basketball, really strong in their conference their conference tournament. Let's go TCU. Go the Horned Frogs.
All right, Justin likes the Horned Frogs here in TCU. Houston or UAB, 5-12.
UAB won their conference.
But you've liked Houston.
I have liked Houston. You know what? I'm gonna go against my gut, and I'm actually going to pick the upset. I'm gonna go UAB.
You are gonna go UAB here. Okay, so this is actually a really interesting one because from the bracket pool perspective, I actually think that Houston is gonna be like in the span of the 5-12 matchups, Houston is going to be a popular pick to send the 5 ahead, right?
Yep.
Because you even thought that they deserved to be in the top 16 as one of the 1 through 4 seeds here. But if UAB actually pulls this off, it will wreck brackets like no other. I think this one will just wreck brackets like no other if Houston doesn't go through.
I agree.
Kevin's saying that Houston is overrated and has injuries, so that could be a reason why they've maybe come down a couple lines. Illinois or Chattanooga?
I'll go Illinois.
Illinois. All right. Oops. Why can't I do this?
Oh.
Illinois.
There we go.
All right. Illinois. Colorado State, Michigan. You're going to take Colorado State.
Yeah.
Michigan should probably not even be in this thing. And then you like Tennessee.
I like Tennessee.
Yeah. Tennessee playing very strong.
Yeah.
Ohio State, Loyola, Chicago.
Fighting Sister Jean.
Sister Jean. Let's go Loyola. Yep. Agree there. And then you get Nova. And then you get you get the war of the 2 Catholic schools. That's the other storyline here. Pick this one.
Oh, what the
Loyola, yeah.
Oh, you know what? Well, so Colin Gillespie. Ooh, that's a tough one. I am going to go with. I'm gonna go Loyola.
I'm gonna go Loyola.
I'm gonna give him the upset.
All right, you're gonna go Loyola there. So it depends what side of the bed our good father wakes up on. So he'll pick one of the two. Colorado or Tennessee. Let's go in reverse order and keep going here.
Tennessee.
Tennessee still going. All right.
Yeah.
So do you like Tennessee all the way to the Elite Eight?
I do.
All right, you're gonna pull here, Tennessee all the way here.
Yep.
And to set up a matchup with who? Arizona?
Arizona wins that one.
Okay.
Illinois. I'm going to go with Illinois. Illinois for that one.
No Cinderella here for UAB.
No.
You like that pick as the upset, but no conviction to keep going with it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Nothing to keep
and
going.
Down here in the Elite Eight, Arizona.
I'm going to go with Arizona. Yeah.
Okay, Arizona. On our side of the bracket, when does Duke get bounced? It's the question.
Oh no, I don't. Oh man, I don't know. I don't like the Davidson game, like by any stretch of the imagination. I don't love it, but
let's see. How far does Duke make it?
Yeah,
let's see.
Chat, help us out here.
First round exit. Rip. Let's see. Second round Greenville. Let's see. Greenville Disaster 2.0. Well, not so sweet 16. Another 3-pointer at the buzzer in the Elite Eight. Another 3 in the Elite Eight. The bounce. Mm-hmm. All right. Apparently, I only have 4 options.
Good enough. Whatever.
I'll just say going all the way. All right. Let's do it that way. You guys have 4. You guys have 4 options to decide. All right, we won't make you pick Duke right now. Gonzaga and Memphis, though. Chat was actually liking Memphis as potentially giving Gonzaga a tough game here in the second round.
I think they can give them a tough game. I don't think they'll beat them.
Okay, you don't think they'll beat them. Gonzaga moves ahead. Interestingly enough, there was another Mark Few stat, by the way. The only time that Mark Few has made it out of the first weekend is when he won the whole thing. I'm pretty sure this is right.
Really?
When that year they won the whole thing. Otherwise, they've been bounced.
Like they never won it.
What?
They lost.
Oh, okay. All right, that year then. That year.
Yeah.
I thought there was one. Did they not win one?
No, they've lost in the final, twice now?
Oh, I thought they won one of those two.
Because they lost to UNC, and then they just lost to Baylor.
Oh, okay. All right, well, basically, if you have Gonzaga beyond the first weekend, you put them in the final, basically. More or less.
More or less, yeah.
More or less. Okay, UConn, Vermont. This one, I'm not sure. I said this whole pod's actually like a toss-up here.
Yeah, it definitely is a toss-up, and so I am going to go with Vermont.
Yeah. Put Vermont here. This is a double-digit seed making to the Sweet 16. Has happened plenty.
Plenty of times.
Plenty of times. Zaga lost to Baylor. Yeah. So actually, going all the way only has 40% of the vote right now.
Purdue?
Yeah. The not-so-sweet 16 is what people are calling for us right now.
All right.
So interestingly enough, let's just put Rutgers here because you think you like Rutgers. You think they're going to win their first one, and you like Rutgers to beat Bama.
I think so. I'm giving Rutgers, they've been over the past 10 years, generally speaking, historically terrible. Okay. And they've just had a very good year and have knocked off very good teams on away, home, you name it. And so I put Alabama on upset alert there. I'm going to take Rutgers.
I forgot the 2017 one because North Carolina won it. So I just forget that. I just forget that year ever happened. So
out of the mind.
It doesn't. It just never existed. Carolina wins a national title. It's that year just didn't exist. All right, and then you're gonna put Rutgers in your Sweet 16 too. Is that another double-digit seed? No. You're gonna take
Texas
Tech.
Texas Tech. Take Tech.
All right.
Their defense is quite good.
Okay. All right.
Quite good.
All right. So Chad is gonna put us through to the Sweet 16.
Sweet 16.
So Chad believes there will not be another disaster in Greenville here for that. All right. So now you're left with this.
Gonzaga.
Okay. This is an interesting, but this Duke Texas Tech one is no, it was Texas Tech that made the Final Four, right?
Yeah, and we had beaten them.
We'd beaten them that year. We played them on a neutral court, right?
Yeah, we did.
Okay.
I don't like this matchup.
You don't like this matchup at all?
I don't like this matchup one bit. If we run into Tech, I am not confident. I'm not.
All right. We're gonna put Tech here, and Chad would say the not so sweet 16 has actually won so far.
Yeah.
So
we're gonna go with Texas Tech.
So we're gonna put Tech. Okay, all right. There's the top. And who makes it here to the Final Four?
We're gonna go with Arizona.
You're taking chalk here.
Yeah, Arizona and Gonzaga.
Oh my God, no! I'll take Texas Tech actually.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. Caitlin Stoddard saying Michigan State, MSU, let's go. We got a Michigan State. Actually, makes it very difficult for our buddy Eric and his dad. His dad's a Michigan State fan.
That's true. Yeah.
Like Michigan State, Duke playing the tournament. Like, how are you going to do that? The other funny one is they didn't play in the Champions Classic. Here's the real conspiracy. They didn't get to play in the Champions Classic, so the NCAA was like, well, we have to see Kay and Izzo one last time. Mm-hmm. Before it's over, so we're gonna try to make that matchup happen. So that's part of the whole conspiracy. Okay, there's your top half of the bracket. You have Gonzaga and Arizona going through. So we're gonna clear out the whole thing over here. We're gonna move down to the bottom. Let's see. All right, so we're gonna move down to the bottom. And actually, chat is still voting. I love it. Chat, keep voting. Logger 1012. Sorry. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. We're filling out the brackets here. It's a little scuffed at the moment because we don't have one that allows you to click on everything just yet. But don't forget that you will get to fill out your own brackets here shortly. Fill them in. Be part of the tournament challenge. Last I checked, there were 10 or 12, maybe 10 folks in there. Top three winners are going to get cash prizes from myself. I'll pay you with Venmo, PayPal. I'll pay you in Bitcoin. I don't care. I'll write you a check. It doesn't matter. Go in there, take put your brackets in there and make sure to, if you're a sub, you can win. All right, the not so sweet 16 has taken the cake, so that's the popular vote here. All right, in the South, what are we going with?
We're going Kansas.
Sorry, the East.
Yeah, we're going East first.
Yeah, go with the East first. Yeah.
So Baylor in the first one.
Baylor in the first one. Also, chat saying the Texas Tech's away record is only 3-7. Not very good.
Ooh, Marquette or UNC?
No, forget it. This is easy. Marquette. If anybody puts Carolina here, get out. St. Mary's or the play-in of Wyoming and Indiana.
I will go with St. Mary's.
St. Mary's. So there's no upset here.
No
we're
upset.
We're not liking St. Mary's. No upset here in the 5 total. UCLA or Akron. This is such a bizarre one.
Yeah, that is.
So bizarre.
Yeah, we'll go with UCLA.
UCLA.
I don't think they're going to make the run that they did, like they did last year, but I think they'll win a game or two.
Texas, Virginia Tech.
See, I want to take Virginia Tech.
I do too, actually.
But do I think that they're going to shoot like 90?
That Hunter Couture is going to put up 31 points,
and they're going to shoot like 90% from 3 in the first half, or some ungodly number, or whatever it is that they did. Like,
it would be the biggest the biggest thing for Duke if Virginia Tech gets bounced by 1 million here.
Right, it would just be like. Of course it happened.
Of course. That's like the hangover, right?
Yeah,
when the ACC,
Duke hangover.
I don't know. I'm going to take Tech.
Yeah. I'll just for a sheer saving face, we'll take Tech.
To save face. At least we lost to a team that won 1 game in the tournament.
Right.
Purdue or Yale? Ivy League or Big Ten?
Purdue.
All right, Purdue.
I mean, in the beginning of the year, they were ranked number 1 for a couple weeks, and everybody was.
They just lost though.
Yeah, everybody was on their jock, but I think they're not gonna go all the way. I don't see that, but I see them probably getting at least to the Sweet 16.
Texas here, Chalk fan saying Texas is on a 3-game losing streak, which might give more credence to the Virginia Tech pick here. So. Yeah, I think we'll take that one. Murray State or San Francisco? I think you're gonna have to go with Murray State. Yeah, Murray State. Murray State here. You like them actually higher than they ended up seated. Yeah. And Kentucky or St. Peter's, man. Yo, I'm gonna take St. Peter's. Anybody in chat taking St. Peter's?
Yeah, anybody?
That would just be. I mean.
That would be
chef's
fun.
Kiss here.
That would be great.
Calipari, get out of here. But Oscar Tshiebwe probably just too much here.
He's an utter monster.
Yeah. Which sets up an interesting Kentucky Murray State one. Actually, this is one. Oh, Cash Peterson wants to take St. Peter's.
There you go.
I love it.
Nice.
But I actually think this is a game we would want to watch. Murray State and Kentucky.
I would.
This is a game we want to see. Murray State or Kentucky.
Oh.
You actually forget it. Take Murray State.
Yeah, I am. I actually am, because I think Kentucky doesn't need to be hot or anything to beat St. Peter's. I think they can just get by on sheer talent alone.
Sheer Oscar Tshiebwe.
Just sheer Oscar Tshiebwe getting 25 rebounds and Ty Washington having a decent enough game. But I think then they have to get hot, especially from deep, and they haven't been shooting all that well from deep over the past couple games. And so going Murray State.
John Bear says Kentucky by 15, and also Chalk fan saying the committee wants to see Kentucky versus Murray State. I think that when you look at this and we look at the storylines and we're like, okay, what does the committee want to see? That's the game. I agree. I completely agree. That's the game they want to see. John Bear saying Kentucky by 15. I'm curious if he thinks that's against Murray State or in the first one. Vatech and Purdue. Curiously enough, if you put Virginia Tech through and they have to play Purdue, you'd say, wow, that hot streak is still going.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you're Purdue, a very dangerous matchup here.
It really is.
Just given how hot Virginia Tech has been. If you're Purdue, you rather see Texas win.
Probably, yeah. If you are Purdue, you're probably saying, you know what, we don't want to play against a team that's shooting the ball lights out from 3 in March.
And they would be on a 5-game win streak at that point.
Yeah. So it's, do I go with the sheer talent of Purdue or the versatility, the very good game plan that I forget what the head coach is, Mike. I forget what his last name is, from Virginia Tech. Like, his game plan against us was perfect. Like,
I mean, we also perfect. Just like,
and we also sucked.
That's one way to put it.
We sucked. We just sucked. Like, we're terrible.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you go with the talent, or do you go with the hot hand and the run, the March, run, right?
The Cinderella run. Like, this is a team that you would say, like, they are poised to make a Cinderella run, right?
Especially if things line up, and then if they're to beat Purdue, then they play Murray State.
Yeah.
They certainly could get to the Elite Eight. So
all right, let's let chat vote. Let's let chat vote.
Let the chat.
Let's go. Virginia Tech, Va Tech, or Purdue. And they're going to go Va Tech and then Purdue. Let's let chat vote on this. The hot Virginia Tech team or the more talented, experienced Purdue team. Let's see where that goes. St. Mary's, UCLA, 2 West Coast teams, actually not far from one another, going for it here.
I am going to go with UCLA. They still have, the majority of their squad back from last year.
Yeah.
And so, I'll get them to the Sweet 16 for sure.
Baylor or Marquette?
Baylor.
Okay. All right. We have Virginia Tech. Actually, it's split 50-50 right now.
Oh, wow.
We're gonna let that one keep going.
Yeah. Right.
Purdue with a narrow lead right now. Vote, chat, vote. What time are the games? MSUFan.8. So
they haven't been announced yet.
The day has been announced, and since you say MSU fan is your name, I guess you're going for Michigan State.
Friday.
Yes, your game will be Friday. So Friday, as will the Duke game. The Duke game will also be Friday. Both those games being played down in Greenville, South Carolina. So Michigan State and Duke will both play on Friday. The time has not yet been announced. All right, we'll let the poll marinate for a while.
Yeah,
okay.
Marinate. I like it.
Kansas going to go on the other side. That one seed is going to go ahead. No, Virginia happening here. Creighton and San Diego State. You said Creighton handed it to the Friars here in their.
So I'm gonna go with Creighton. Little love for Alex O'Connell, even though he left us. Whatever, little love for him.
All right, and Justin Moore saying that University of Kentucky always a hard road. Yes, they're having to go Murray State in the second round. What was the other crazy one, right? Where Kentucky got there was one season where they got trapped. It was in the second round against the 8 seed where they got bounced. Wasn't that one the number 1 Kentucky team that got bounced by an 8? And everybody was like, "Oh God, I can't believe they did it to them."
Oh, who was it? Oh my God, who was it?
What was that?
I remember the year.
Yeah, because I was in Jacksonville, Florida. It was like right after undergrad. And I can't. Wasn't it UConn?
Yeah, it was.
It was the UConn run, right?
Yeah, it was the UConn run.
Or
I'm pretty sure.
Chat will correct us, but no, Wichita State. Timeout. It was Wichita State. That's it. It was Wichita State as the 8.
And that was the year before Wichita State went basically undefeated up until the tournament. Right?
Exactly. Yeah. The Shockers, and everybody was like, "This is a total setup." Like they're putting Kentucky is just they're doing no favors to Kentucky. They're going to get upset here, and it did. So it's another kind of scenario here where you have that they're the 2 seed in this case going up against the 7, but kind of a similar situation.
Yeah.
So I think Justin's not wrong to suggest that here in chat. Do I have an idea when the actual times come out? Probably Monday or Tuesday would be my guess.
Yeah, probably.
Once they release the times for the first 4. Okay, Iowa and Richmond. Iowa hot off the win in the Big Ten tournament. Richmond also the A-10 tournament, winning 4 games in 4 days. There in DC. I'm gonna take the Spiders. I'm gonna give Richmond the win here. My brother's going to be happy about that one. I'll just pick Richmond as the 5-12 upset over the Iowa Hawkeyes here.
I'm okay with it too.
All right. And Providence and South Dakota State. You did not like how Providence played at the end of the season.
No, I didn't. But don't know too much about South Dakota State. Obviously, I'm assuming that they won their conference tournament.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Actually, I'm going to create some March magic here.
Okay.
I'm going to go South Dakota State.
Okay.
And then I'm going to put Richmond into the Sweet 16.
Hey,
this is your March magic happening in front of your eyes right here. This is like the beautiful run to the Sweet 16, and then unfortunately they will get bounced by Kansas here, and the run will come to an end. But that's okay.
It'll come to a screeching halt.
It's okay. It's okay. Although Kansas and Creighton, two Midwest teams, might have something in store there for one another.
It would be a fun game, but I think Kansas is built on upperclassmen, leaders, very talented, very composed. Yeah, Kansas will win that one.
So here we have chat chat's calling this bracket too. They want Kansas over Creighton, okay, and then South Dakota State actually over Iowa. So they're also sort of agreeing that Providence is going to be upset there.
Let's do it.
So that would put the 13 into the Sweet 16. So a little bit of March magic, but for South Dakota State on that one, they have Wisconsin over LSU and Auburn over USC, and then Kansas there into the Elite Eight. So that's what chat is saying. But Logomar, make sure you enter the bracket challenge. Put those in as your picks, because if you want to win some cash, here's your way to do it. You don't even have to go to Vegas to do it. You can do it right here. Oh my God, I just completely deleted it.
Ritz.
Oh my God, I just completely, wait, is there an undo button? There is an undo button. It's all back. Uncle Charles, did Alabama make the tournament?
They did.
They did. Where are they, Justin?
They are in the
West. Oh, they're at the top. They're at the top.
Yep, they're at the top.
Here, Alabama is in the West. They're the 6th seed. They will have to play either Notre Dame or Rutgers, who still has to play a play-in game. You actually liked Rutgers in that one.
I like Rutgers.
Tiger Hawk jumping into chat with an Iowa Hawkeyes logo as their emblem, actually.
Very nice.
And it says the Iowa disrespect. The Iowa disrespect. Look, man, I apologize. My brother went to Richmond. I'm picking with my family ties here on this one.
Yeah, I'm supporting. Franny's a good guy.
Yeah,
going with him.
All right, let's keep picking here. LSU, Iowa State.
Iowa State.
The Cyclones.
Way too much going on at LSU right now.
I actually agree.
When
it's the same thing as Michigan, man. It's the same thing as Michigan. This is it's not going to happen. Not going to happen. Here. Yeah, Lager, we'll scroll back up on the other brackets here.
Yep.
Wisconsin, Colgate.
I guess Wisconsin. Yeah. I don't know much about Colgate, I'll be honest.
Are you going to give Larrañaga a win here in the tournament, or do they get bounced?
So I'm trying to think back to Miami's history in the tournament of underperforming or overperforming, right? So when they were seated high, did they underperform, lose in the first round? And then if they were seated high as in a low number, like a better seed, versus if they were a worse seed and then they overperformed and won a game or two. I think that tends to be the case. They more so do well as the underdog versus the favorite. I don't know. I might.
So interesting, because Larrañaga was the one that orchestrated the George Mason run.
Yeah.
Right? That was that one's here. So if you want to give the nod to the Canes, I don't know.
I think defensively they play a very smart game. They have a lot of guards that can make plays, who could probably get hot at any moment.
All right, you want to call the upset here? You want to set them up? You want to set them up against Auburn, and you've really liked Auburn, so I assume you're going to pick Auburn.
I'm going to go Auburn there. Yeah. I'm going to go Auburn there.
And Iowa State or Wisconsin. This one's hard. This one's probably.
Yeah. It's because I don't know the status of Wisconsin's best player. I don't know if he's going to be fully capable of playing or if he's going to be limited at all. Because I think that was the issue. He got injured basically at the end of the season, has been decently limited.
Yeah, that's tough. Send Iowa State through then.
Let's do it.
With the uncertainty around the Wisconsin injury, they didn't they didn't go far in their tournament. Send Iowa State through, and then Kansas. You want this on games that the committee wants to set up.
That's a fun game.
That's the one in this bracket that we want to watch.
Yeah,
games we want to watch. Kansas Auburn. That'd be a huge game here in the Elite Eight.
That would be a fun one
for sure.
Big one.
That one would be huge. By the way, Purdue won the vote, 63% with 30 votes. So we're going to send Purdue through.
Thank you, chat.
So we're going to send Purdue through against Murray State here.
Ooh, okay. All right. So we have Purdue, Murray, and Baylor, UCLA. You know what? I think if Purdue can get past the streakiness of Virginia Tech, I think it's going to be what they need, and I'm going to take Purdue against Murray State.
Okay.
And then because I know Baylor has had some injury issues as well, and UCLA has a lot of players that know how to come up in the clutch, I'm going to go with UCLA.
Wow. All right. So this region is a mess.
That's a mess.
Mess. All right. The East is a mess, although it ends up with a 3-4 at the end.
Yeah.
All right. So who are you going to send to the Final Four?
So
this game would be amazing. I just can't.
I know that game would be so much fun.
This is a fun game. Kansas Auburn. I really hope that one happens.
I do too.
By the way, Uncle Charles said that Alabama won't get past the first round because they turned the ball over too much. You liked Rutgers in that matchup anyway, so there you go. Yeah. All right, who are you sending on?
So I am going to take Kansas over Auburn.
Oh, I was going to go the other way.
Really?
But that's why we get to make our own brackets for the money later.
Yeah.
All right, Kansas. So you're going to send Kansas through.
Yeah. Now, I think I initially said, and people will probably call me on this, I think I said initially that I wasn't going to take UCLA too far. However, there's a storyline of who's waiting for them if they win this game.
Why?
The shot against Gonzaga, UCLA last year.
Oh, yes. At the very end, right?
Send them through.
Oh,
UCLA Gonzaga rematch.
You want this? Okay, I see.
Yeah, let's see it. Let's do it. Why not?
I see. Oh, crazy. Okay, you want this insanity over here. All right.
I do.
So, all right, we're gonna clear this out. Oh boy. All right. So this is almost like full on tinfoil hat theory.
Pretty much.
as the conspiracies continue here. You want the Zags and the UCLA rematch.
Yep.
And you want Kansas over here to go up against Arizona. So from a seeding perspective, this is 3 1 seeds.
Mm-hmm.
This is very rare. To have that many 1 seeds actually go through.
It's been I think I've only seen it as complete chalk 1 year.
Yeah.
Where all 4 made it through.
Yeah. It was a down year. I know the one.
But
you're talking about.
This year was kind of the same where, you had a lot of jockeying throughout the beginning of the season, teams ebbing and flowing. And then it's been essentially solidified as to who the top 5-6 teams were.
Yeah, you did say it was super easy to pick the top 4.
It really was.
Yeah, so Lagamer's actually going with he's going with Kentucky to the Final Four in that bracket.
Nice.
Essentially we agree there is complete chaos here in the other ones. So here's the other part of the brackets here. We have a Go Trojans. That's USC.
Yeah.
Michael Cedillos, welcome in.
Nice.
So so that's the USC one. You like that one. So, all right. So who plays in the final?
It'll be Kansas and Gonzaga.
Oh my God, this dude is okay. Justin's gonna lose. This is why you've never won a bracket pool.
Why?
What do you mean, why? Because you're just picking all the top teams. That's why. You got to take at least some risk in the bracket.
I did. I picked the upsets that probably had the most probability, and then after that, those tend to diminish. I can't pick all the 12 seeds to get to the Elite Eight.
All right, who wins the whole thing?
Kansas.
Oh God. Bill Self gonna take the whole thing. All right. Well, all right. So Justin's picked Kansas. So there you go. Kentucky
I don't
Purdue.
Believe me, I don't like it. Like I don't like that I picked Kansas, but
let me try to zoom in here and we can get some folks. It's kind of hard to. Is this actually? Oh God, no, that's not good.
back.
That was incorrect. All right. Is this help for zooming in for folks? What do you mean why? Does this help zooming in for folks, Loggermer? So there, this is the top one here in the West.
Oh, hey, we can pick on ESPN now.
We can pick on ESPN now. All right, let's do it.
At least it looks like it.
Really? It still says 42 minutes. No, that was wrong. They forgot daylight savings time.
Yeah, good for them. Good job, ESPN.
ESPN forgot the daylight savings time. Okay, which means, by the way, chat, which means everybody can go in and join our bracket challenge. Okay, like go freaking do it. There's 76. There is literally 76 of you in chat right now. All right, watching this insanity that Justin is spewing from the other side.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so like
utter nonsense.
This utter nonsense. It's almost as bad as Jay Billis. Like we're
pretty much.
Like, and I'm sorry because that was a terrible insult. Nobody, you don't ever want to be compared to Jay Billis.
It's okay, Ritz. I forgive you. Don't even worry about it.
All right, join the bracket challenge. Hit that sub button. Join the bracket challenge. Here you go. All right,
Ritz. This is your bracket.
This is my bracket.
Now you have to fill this one out.
This is my bracket.
This one's yours.
And we're gonna take our time because some people have been walking through this here with us. Okay, so we're gonna take. I am doing this live on stream. I swear I will not change it. Okay, I swear I will not change it. And this is, by the way, the Relive bracket challenge. The password is Relive. And so get in here, guys. All right, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9. There's like 10 of us here. There's like 10 of us here, and there's 73 of you in chat. There's like $200 to the winner. $200 to the winner. Justin's like, no, please don't tell anybody about it because I want your money. Get in here and submit your bracket. This is incomplete. Yes, I know this is incomplete. All right. All right. Gonzaga's gonna go through there. We like the Memphis one. Yeah, UConn. I have no idea. Okay, we're gonna take Vermont. You want to take this Notre Dame or Rutgers one? Tech, Duke, Michigan State because the storylines have to happen. And then let's send you.
Wait, so somebody said something about New Mexico State scoring in bunches. Was that right?
Yes, they did.
Okay, hold on, let me.
So you might change your pick there.
Probably not. But I'm just gonna see if I can get some more info on them.
Okay, and then on this side here, let's see, we can zoom in too. I'm partial to Frogs over Pirates, so I'm gonna go with TCU. Yeah, we're just picking straight up on mascots here. Houston UAB. I actually think there's some disrespect for Houston here by the committee. Houston's through because my 512s are going to be down here at the bottom. So this is the one where I have to stick with Richmond.
Yeah, that's true.
So I'm going to send Richmond through. I'm actually going to send St. Mary's. And actually, you know what? Now that I have 3 5s, that might not work so good. Let's send New Mexico State in. Let's go a 5-13 here.
Nice.
In the West. Yeah, let's do the Wild West out here. So there you go. Illinois probably goes through here. Yeah, Michigan gets beat. There's too much turmoil going on. And that one's not... we can do that. There you go. Nice, we got bot spam that we have to knock out here. There we go, delete all that. Yeah, Tennessee, I agree, has been playing great basketball. They're hot off their championship win here. Loyola, I'm actually going to send Loyola through. They're going to make a miracle run here to the Sweet 16 again, as they usually do. Sister Jean in attendance. While we do that one, let's go Arizona. Arizona, Illinois. Here to Tennessee.
Nice.
Man, I might lose it. This is very risky because you might end up losing a. If you pick here, if I pick Tennessee here, I might end up losing a Final Four team early. Peter Casanelli saying good call in New Mexico State. So apparently, chat is liking the New Mexico.
They like
State.
that. Yeah, they like
the New Mexico State here 12. So this could be a popular one here on your 5-12 upset line. Although, yeah, then we go to Vermont. You know what?
Are you taking them? Are you taking Memphis? Do you taking Penny Hardaway? You gonna trust Penny?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not gonna trust Penny Hardaway. Now you reminded me, it's Penny Hardaway. I'm not gonna trust Penny Hardaway. No, I'm not doing that. Texas Tech over here. This is really hard because so the problem with this, oh God, the problem with this is that if Gonzaga doesn't lose here, they might roll
through.
This.
Yeah,
they might roll this thing, right? And this is kind of this thing where, like, if they don't lose in the first weekend, they're in the Final Four. Like, yeah, because this is just like really tough on this one. Then they end up playing Vermont, and they might just have like a total mismatch on that particular game. Like that matchup might just be really favorable to them. I'm not gonna pick this Duke Michigan State one just yet. Lana Love 4, hello. Welcome into chat. Welcome in, folks. We're filling out brackets here. Make sure you fill in your own bracket. Dandre Henderson saying Gonzaga isn't making the Final Four.
Hey, okay.
All right. And Logomar also giving us some picks here. Gonzaga over Memphis, Vermont over UConn. Okay, looks good. Texas Tech over Alabama, Duke over Davidson.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Why can't you join the group? Is there like a max of like 10 people or something? Is there a max? There shouldn't be a max on this thing, right? Stay on the page. How do I save it?
You got to save. Go up.
What?
Well, you should be able to. Oh, go up.
Yeah, password is relive. Yeah. Actually, you know what? Let's just open a new tab. All right.
That's probably a smart idea.
That's probably a smart idea. No, there's definitely more people that have joined since we've been live. Yeah. So there's no limit here. Group size 5+. Edit group settings. Yeah. It's locked because it's private. Yeah. And you get one entry. Group password is relive, just like everybody says. It's like right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Good.
Yeah. So should be able to jump in here. Okay. So Baylor, Marquette. What did we say? UCLA?
Yeah.
Oh God, these two, like this. So I watched. Question: is UNC in?
Yeah, they're
right here. They're right here. They're right here. Yeah. They're right here, but they're not going to be in for very long. We're going to pick Marquette and Shaka Smart over North Carolina. So bounce them. Get them out of here. Get the Tar Heels. Send them home. Hubert Davis, rookie coach. Don Clemens saying UCLA will disappoint you. Justin, you're in trouble. Justin's the one that picked UCLA into the Final Four. I don't. You might be in trouble here.
I mean, they probably will disappoint me, but hey, whatever. It is what it is.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do Marquette.
Okay.
Shaka Smart is an experienced coach. He's been to the Final Four twice.
He has.
He knows how to get it done. Baylor, as you said, little suspect, didn't even win. It wasn't even in the conference. It wasn't even in the finals. It wasn't the Kansas Baylor final. So might not be playing their best ball yet of the season. A 1 seed gets bounced in the first weekend. My pick for that is Baylor right now, which we actually have seen. We have seen the 1 seeds get bounced. At least one of the 1 seeds get bounced in the first weekend. Virginia taking the honors as being the prime example of that.
Yeah, right.
Right. So, all right. So chat says that UCLA would disappoint us. Fine. Let's take St. Mary's. Let's do that. I actually really like that game they played against Gonzaga when they were at home. I thought it was very good. We like Virginia Tech. We like Purdue. Nah, screw Yale. I have bad history with that one. A streaky Virginia Tech team. At Murray State, Kentucky. I'm going to take Murray State. I'm going to take Vatech. I think this is going to be an interesting one.
Oh, isn't that going against what the chat said? Chat said Purdue.
Oh, chat said Purdue. Okay, we're going to... Yeah. Okay, chat said Purdue. I'm going the other way. I'm going the other way. I'm going to go with Virginia Tech. I'm going to give the nod to the ACC. Now, again, you might like if I lose, I can't win my thing, right? If I lose, you're just y'all are making out better if I lose.
Yeah,
so.
Right.
So there you go. So you probably want my bracket to be the totally wrong one.
Mm-hmm.
Like get every wrong pick, like that bracket. That's kind of what you want out of mine. Auburn. You know what? Something about Bruce Pearl. Man, something about Bruce Pearl. Somebody said go Trojans earlier.
Yeah.
You know what? I actually like USC. Get rid of Larrañaga. Get out of here. Get out of here, Miami. I don't want to hear it. And we have a Tennessee to the Final Four.
Nice.
Pick as well.
It's quite possible. That's quite possible.
All right, you want to go with Creighton?
Yeah.
You know what? This is interesting. This is bird on bird. This is Jayhawk on Blue Jay.
Yeah, bird on bird crime.
This and they're so close. Jayhawk, Blue Jay. There's like J in both of them. There's a bit of a conspiracy in this one too, I think. Although a Jayhawk, I don't believe is a real bird. Can you confirm, Justin?
God, I don't know. I don't think maybe not. Let's Google that one.
Let's Google that one.
Is a Jayhawk?
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do one better.
Bird.
Is a Jayhawk a real bird?
A mythical bird.
Okay.
With a fascinating history, the origin of the Jayhawk is rooted in the historic struggles of Kansas settlers.
Oh.
According to KU Athletics.
I'm just gonna ask chat. Is the Jayhawk a real chat? Would you consider a Jayhawk a real bird? It's almost like it's like a Seahawk, like out here in Seattle, which I didn't really know is not real. So
until you move to Seattle.
Yeah. Okay, this is the meme poll. Chat, you can choose whether or not you consider a Jayhawk a real bird. So there you go. We'll see what chat says. And if chat says that the Jayhawk is a real bird, then it must be true. Providence and South Dakota State. We want to take the upset here. We want to have some real March Madness happening in this little pod here between South Dakota State and Richmond. I want to send Richmond on to the Sweet 16. It's a completely biased pick, by the way. The Cardinal is red, so why not? Donnell Clements also saying that the Pac-12 is overrated. So I'm curious if he thinks that Arizona is also overrated, being from the Pac-12. Lockemer is going as far as putting Kentucky as the whole overall winner over Tennessee, which would be an all-SEC
Interesting.
final.
All right.
Whew, man.
Rematch.
That'd be tough. Yeah, I'm going to send Richmond on to the Sweet 16 here.
Nice.
Let's see. I don't know. This Wisconsin one is trouble. Yeah, LSU, you're right. There's too much distraction going on in LSU. There's they just ready to pack it up. Let's get out of here. Iowa State. Donald Cessna is saying that the Pac-12 has only 3 teams in the tournament. He'd say they're rated just right. Wow, Donnell going as far as saying Arizona doesn't deserve the 1 seed. Wow. Whew. Submit your bracket, pick them out, send them home early, and win our bracket challenge. Make it happen.
That's right.
Make it happen.
That's right.
I'm actually really disappointed in chat. We have a 67% no for Jayhawk being a real bird. That's sad. That's sad. That was
can't fly. Can't fly. It's not real.
Send them home. Send the Kansas. All right. Unfortunate. Oh, well. Let's see. Wisconsin and Colgate. I don't know. The whole getting bounced. Did Wisconsin even win a game?
In their tournament?
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. I don't remember. Chat. Did Wisconsin win a game in their conference tournament?
Win the game.
For all the big...
Oh, wait a sec. No. This is easy. They're playing at home. It's Wisconsin.
Oh, yeah. They're in what?
They're in Milwaukee.
Oh, yeah.
This is a home game. This is a home game. Send Wisconsin through. Send Wisconsin through to the Sweet 16. Set them up against Auburn. Put them down there. Because this Sweet 16 game is going to play it in Chicago, which is actually not bad for Wisconsin either, by the way.
No.
God, I really want to pick Creighton, actually. This is in Texas, in Fort Worth. Part of me really wants to pick Creighton. Wow.
Do it.
Part of me really wants to pick Creighton. Let's see. They beat Nova, lost Providence. Oh my gosh, they don't really have. They beat Marquette 3 times? Really? Wow. Kansas is just such a strong team right now. Ugh, gross. I don't know. This is a really tough one. I think this is actually a difficult area to pick. There's going to be a lot of red, a lot of blood on the bracket in this area right here, if I had to say. And I don't know what the heck I have going on here in the East. I have just a total like cluster over here.
Yeah.
What did I actually end up picking? What, Justin? What did I just done? Like I'm left with a Sweet 16 that has Marquette, St. Mary's, Virginia, and Murray State. What? I'm like, wait, I don't even know if I don't want to pick any of these. Like, I don't even know what I want to pick anymore on this side.
Well, so you have
this seems all bad. Like, I don't know.
Pretty much. Basically, you're banking on Virginia Tech still shooting like over 50% from 3 every game.
Okay, all right, hold on. Time out. Let's switch this. Let's switch this, so at least I can go Purdue here. Although I think Murray State is the mid-major. Oh, man, you still want to send Murray State ahead. Oh my God. Purdue is the best team in that region. Okay. All right.
I mean, I did have Purdue. I think I had Purdue as a 2 overall.
Yeah.
As a 2 seed.
Yeah, you did.
They ended on the 3 line. Definitely doesn't help out Kentucky. But again, I also agree. I don't think Kentucky will get past Murray State. I'm going with that upset.
Okay. All right. Okay. Purdue, St. Mary's.
Nice.
If Gonzaga plays Arizona, what's the outcome? That would only happen in the title.
Yeah.
That would only happen in the title. I don't know. Let's see.
Yeah.
Gonzaga
put that one in poll.
Arizona. Zags. Arizona. Make it happen. Yeah, I know. The problem, apparently, when you get really big and popular and fun things are happening in your chat, like they are because you all are fabulous, you get like the bots just start hounding you. So we're moderating here, but bear with it. Bear with us. Appreciate it. All right. This is Kansas because there is just so much chaos on the left side of this bracket. There's got to be some order to like yin yang thing. There's got to be some order here, and we do want to see the Kansas Auburn game. This is going to be a must watch. So let's put it that way.
Oh yeah.
I trust Bill Self more than I do Bruce Pearl. By the way, I take Bill Self. And part of me doesn't want to see like we'll pick Purdue here, but I don't think that's right. Like this is the pick I have the least confidence about is this one out of the East because I just think it's a total. I just think the East is a total cluster. Like if you go in here and you pick Kentucky, sure, like more power to you. You may as well just pick Murray State while you're at it. Like I really don't know. Like I really don't know. This is a wide open region. We're sort of complaining that the West is like this bracket of death here for Duke, but like and it is. To a point, but like the East, you just don't know who's going to come out of it.
Yeah.
So I have no clue.
It's an absolute toss up, and it really depends if each team is playing I think each team has to play their best basketball in order to get through.
Yeah, you have one down night. You have a down night in the tournament. You're done anyway. Yeah. So like, it doesn't matter. I'm not going to go chalk here. I'm going to say Chad actually likes Arizona to beat Gonzaga. Wow. That's an interesting one. Kansas, Tennessee is an interesting one.
Taking Tennessee, nice.
We'll take Tennessee there. I think Chad somebody in chat also had Tennessee out of this. I out of that game. This is the ex-Texas coach, right? Rick Barnes.
Yep.
Yeah, currently coaching Tennessee. Okay, let's set this thing up. So let's set Gonzaga. If you take Gonzaga, you take them all the way to the Final Four. And you know what? What does the committee want to see? The committee wants to see this.
That's what they want.
This is what the committee wants. This.
Yeah.
Like if you're again tinfoil hat theory, but like if you're gonna pick the bracket based on like how you think the committee was select, like where the reason they were putting teams in certain places, the committee wants to set up a rematch between Gonzaga and Duke. Gonzaga and Duke have met before. It was the Sweet 16 in 2015, or was the Elite Eight?
I think it was the.
It was one of the two.
It was one of the two because we also played Utah. I think Utah was the
16. Yeah. Utah was the 16 game. Then it was Gonzaga in the Elite Eight. That was the 2015 run to the title. Yeah. That actually is probably what the committee wants to see here too. It sets up this rematch between Gonzaga and Duke in the Elite Eight, which we won earlier in the season. And if you're, God, if Duke is gonna make, like, we've already beaten them once, and I, you know what? I thought we had a better team until about a week ago. Right. Like, you look at the team that beat Gonzaga in.
They were exceptional.
They were exceptional. But that was so early in the season. That was what? That was in November, right? It was like around Thanksgiving game. And then you look at the team that went on the 9-game win streak that was winning with defense first. Mm-hmm. And you would say that team is as good or better than the team that beat Gonzaga earlier in the season. And now, after these 2 weeks, after last Saturday and this Saturday, we leave ourselves with, I don't know what this team is.
Yeah.
I have no idea where this Duke team, where it starts and where it ends for this Duke team.
Yeah.
Because right now there's a miss of leadership. The shooting is awful. The defense is absolutely non-existent. What was your stat? You gave me a crazy stat this morning.
I think we were in the top 25 in adjusted defensive efficiency or
which means
overall
what
defense.
Exactly? Simplify it for the folks.
It means we're just defensively we were stellar. We were having a fantastic season, and now we're ranking 206th.
Yeah, we are
from
206.
March on.
In March, in defensive, our defensive rating in March, 206 after we were top 25 all season, and we come into March at 206 of the entire NCAA.
I've been replaying the UNC game in my head, plus the Virginia Tech one in my head, and I'm just okay, no wonder why we just sucked so bad, because they literally ran pretty much the same play every possession and they scored off the same play and we couldn't stop it. We just had no solutions, nothing. We couldn't do anything. Yeah. And then against Virginia Tech, we couldn't rebound.
And UNC killed us on this screen and roll. You
was,
go under the screen, they shoot the three. Yeah. You go on top of the screen, they could just beat you off the dribble.
Yeah. They literally ran the exact same set every play down the field or down the court. It was just the entire thing was the same play, and they beat us every time.
They beat us every time. And Chalk fans saying if we played top 10, top 50 defense, we'd just win 90% of our games. I mean, that's and you know what? It's not that we're not putting up points, because we are. we're getting trucked on the other side.
Because if we get out in transition, which means we get a stop, we can go on runs and we can put teams away. But if we're not getting stops, aka our defense is awful, then we can't go on these runs and put teams away like we had throughout the whole middle part of the season for the most part, give or take.
Yeah.
So I don't know what to think.
Very difficult. Anyway, it sets you up with Gonzaga, Purdue, and Tennessee, Kansas.
1-3.
1-3. Kansas, Gonzaga. Let's say Mark Few finally wins it.
Oh, congrats. There you go.
Let's say Mark Few and Gonzaga, after being so close for so long, the Bulldogs finally win it. I don't know. I have no idea. We'll just do that. We'll say this game is 65-60 here in one, and there you go. That will be my side of this bracket for the bracket challenge. Get your bracket in here. We've got lots more folks that have started to submit brackets here, which is fantastic. Again, it's a $200 prize to first place, $150 to second, and $100 for third. We're going to take straight scoring here. If you're a sub at the end of this, if you're a subscriber, you are eligible to win. Fill in the bracket, put it in here, and then we're just going to take the top 3 and we're going to hand them out. So, Gonzaga lost to an unranked Alabama 2 games after they lost to Duke. Alabama's a tournament team, though, so at least they're in. Yeah, they may be unranked, but they are sitting.
They're five in there.
They are. They're a 6 seed.
Yeah.
They're a 6 seed, so they are actually here, right? Well, if you're a 6 seed, 6 times 4 is like the top. You're being the top 24. So effectively, the committee is seeing them as if they were a ranked team now. And by the way, Arizona Gonzaga came down to basically a 50-50. It's a 53%. It's like 1 vote over for Arizona.
Wow.
So there you go. Well, in that one. Okay, Justin, share screen your bracket.
Okay, give me a sec.
And we'll wrap this up pretty shortly here. By the way, if anybody has made a bracket, this is dangerous, but we're going to put this out there. If anybody has made a bracket and wants to come on the show and make your case for your bracket on Zoom, ping me in Discord. I will be watching Discord, and I can give you our Zoom link. You can jump on here with Justin and myself. You'll come on the air, and you can make your case for your bracket or your team, or why a certain team will not make it. Yeah, if you're in our Discord, I'm Ritz in our Discord. You can ping me there, and we'll leave that open until or just post in the Duke channel on our Discord, and I'll find you there, and we'll leave that opportunity open for folks until Justin gets through with his. So, let's see. I'm going to the screen share here on the Justin side of things, and where is it? Hide that. Okay. Wow, that's very zoomed in.
Oh, is it?
Nope. Why is that so zoomed in?
I don't know. It doesn't look zoomed in on mine.
That's strange.
Very odd. I'm literally, it's on like a normal screen.
Okay, hold on.
Let's see.
So does
you
this thing work? This thing worked here in this? What?
That's better.
Oh, I have a feeling I know why. I know why, because I've done some crazy stuff where where it like crops the thing. Okay. Yeah. Okay, I got it.
Good.
All right, we're good.
Good.
Walk us through your picks here.
All right, so
I can see the upper half of it.
Yeah. So we already talked a bunch about these. So I had Gonzaga, Memphis. I think I initially said, did I say UConn or did I end up going with New Mexico State? But everybody's talked me into it. Yeah, everybody's talked me into it. I'm going New Mexico State, Vermont, and then I want to go with Rutgers. If they win that game, I'm going Rutgers.
You're going Rutgers.
Davidson, Duke. Duke over Davidson. I'm scared.
So you are not giving the committee their.
No, I'm not.
All right.
I'm not. I do not like that matchup at all. I do not. But then Texas Tech, Vermont 13, getting to the Sweet 16. Good for them. They're going to run into Gonzaga, and Gonzaga will take care of that one probably quite easily. And then I don't like our matchup because of how good of a defensive team Texas Tech is. If we can't score, even though they may not necessarily be the most gifted offensive team, I don't know what our defense is going to look like.
You think they just make enough plays?
They just make enough plays and they stop us enough to get by in a low scoring game.
Okay. All right.
Arizona taking the Horned Frogs.
All right.
UAB with the upset.
So again, you're gonna take that one.
I am gonna take that. I like Houston, but I don't think they got any favors going up against UAB.
Okay. So that's a potential 5-12. And as I said, I think Houston is going to be a popular pick. So if UAB does end up winning that game, I think there's going to be a lot of red on a lot of brackets here. Justin going the other way on that pick. Go ahead, keep going.
Illinois, then Colorado State, Michigan, just a little bit of a train wreck.
Yep, train wreck.
Tennessee, Fighting Sister Jeans, and then Nova, and then again, love Loyola Chicago. I think they play great basketball. Going to get them into the Sweet 16 where they're going to face Tennessee and run into a Tennessee buzzsaw because Tennessee is playing just exceptional basketball right now.
Okay.
Illinois over UAB, where they're going to run into Arizona, and I am taking Arizona.
You are taking Arizona. All right, I actually took Tennessee. All right,
you took Tennessee.
I took Tennessee. Yeah. All right, so there's a difference there.
Okay,
all right,
here we go. Half. Bottom half, Baylor.
Yep.
Shock Smart over.
Keep scrolling down. By the way, there you go.
Good.
A little bit up, so you can. Yeah, right there.
Right there. Good.
Yep. I actually can't see the bottom. Scroll down like a quarter of an inch, dude. Maybe another quarter. All right, there you go. Now you're good. Yes.
Good.
Perfect.
All right,
perfect. Send it.
So St. Mary's going to play UCLA.
Yep.
We are taking Virginia Tech to save face, and hopefully they can stay hot.
Oh, God. You're taking them just to save face. Just to
save face.
Yeah.
Murray State going to play Kentucky. Going Murray State over Kentucky. Purdue over Virginia Tech.
Okay.
UCLA, Baylor, UCLA, Purdue, and going to get a rematch in the Final Four of Gonzaga and UCLA.
That's right. You want this Gonzaga UCLA rematch. Yeah. Yep.
Okay. Then Midwest, Kansas, going to end up playing Creighton. We are going with the 12-5 upset, so go Richmond. And we're also going to take South Dakota State over Providence.
South Dakota State.
Yes.
All right. Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're also setting up this crazy 12-13.
Yep. Crazy 12-13. Iowa State's over LSU because of all the craziness. They're going to play Wisconsin. I am taking Miami. I do think when Miami is the lesser seed, they tend to play a little bit better as the underdog than if they are ranked highly.
Okay.
They're going to end up running into Auburn, and Auburn is just exceptional. I didn't realize where this matchup was going to be. I initially said Iowa State, but I'm going to change it to Wisconsin because I think the home court will make a big difference.
Yeah, it's like it's a little unfair, but yeah.
It really is.
It really is. It's like a home game.
Kansas. Good old Richmond's gonna get to the Sweet 16, going a little magical run. But that's where it ends. They play Kansas.
Yeah.
Sorry. And then we get this really awesome matchup of Kansas versus Auburn. Kansas takes it.
Bear Down Ray has saying that Kansas got the cupcake region.
Yeah. They very much have things laid out for them. All they have to do is just take care of business.
Yeah. And where is this game? Okay, it's in this Midwest is in Chicago. Okay.
Chicago.
Yeah, it's not really between Auburn and I don't know, it's like not really a home game for either one or anything. Yeah.
Okay. Are you able to see the middle?
Isn't Bear Down the Baylor thing?
I think so, right?
Yeah, maybe. And in which case they might be going Baylor with it. All right, so before we get to your Final Four, last reminder as we sign off here shortly, to make sure to get your brackets in. Cut Paste. Yes. Get your brackets in on that link. The password is relive. You can win. You win up to $200 for first prize, 150 for second, and 100 for third. Straight up ESPN scoring. Must be a sub to win, but otherwise, all right. Pick your final four in New Orleans, by the way.
Yes. That'll be a fun one. So I think Gonzaga is going to beat UCLA again to get to the national championship game where they are going to play Kansas.
Okay, so you have the same setup as I do. So basically, we're gonna be both be out of our we're gonna be both out of this competition at the end of the first weekend. the way that our luck goes. Yeah, knowing our luck, we're gonna roll around to Friday, and it's just gonna be a disaster. Yeah. Oh, bear down is Arizona. Okay, I apologize. I apologize. Wait, but Arizona's Wildcats. Why do they have bear down? Wildcats bear. Okay, I don't get it, but I will look it up. Sikkim is Baylor. The other one that's an interesting thing to look at, Justin, is do you remember was it that the chaos is on Thursday or Friday?
For what?
For the first round, there's wasn't it last year that Thursday was all chalk and then Friday it was just everything got turned on its head?
It might have been.
So the Friday, there's usually one way where one day is all very neat and everybody was 15 of 16 or something.
And then the second day.
The brackets just went out the window. Brandon Reynolds, thank you very much for the subscription. And apparently it's a long story as to why Arizona is bear down. All right, well, we'll have to look at it. So Brandon is now eligible to enter his bracket into the tournament, right? And there was also another one we got while we were off camera. Brandon Klossman, actually, thank you very much for the sub on the YouTube side of things as well. So much appreciated there. So make sure to get your brackets in. I don't see anybody mustering up the courage to make the case for their team.
Yeah.
Okay, so submit that one. Now, here's your challenge. Submit me a bracket that Duke wins.
Oh, jeez.
What has to happen?
Oh God.
For Duke to win?
All right.
Then that'll be our final. That'll be our final little segment here.
Okay. Do you want me to start another one?
Yeah. Start another one. Just start a new bracket from scratch. All right, chat. So this is going to be our final segment. Again, you guys have been fantastic. Y'all have been fantastic the entire season. Chat's been popping off the entire thing we've been on air for here. So, and the season has just been tremendous. We're going to be doing the games live, by the way. We're as commentating them as we have been throughout the season. The Duke game will be on Friday. This is a Duke stream. The final thing we're going to do is, Justin, create me the miracle run for Duke to win the national title in a city that does not end in Appolis, by the way.
That's true. That's true. Yep. Doesn't.
In a year where we are not a 1 seed, which we have never won.
Correct.
Right? So we have never won when not a 1 seed, and we have never won in a city not Appolis.
Something Appolis, yeah.
Right, something Appolis. Okay. But it is Coach K's final season.
Yep.
And the NCAA and college basketball and CBS Sports, and CBS, by the way, for the ratings, would want nothing more than to see Duke and Coach K in the finals in his final season. Because it would probably be the most watched college basketball game in history.
Yeah, easy.
Like the final game of Coach K, riding into the sunset. Make me a bracket where Duke wins.
All right. So
what has to happen? Because the tournament is all about matchups, right?
Yeah,
if you actually get a good matchup, you can. So let's see it.
All right. So Gonzaga would still take that first game.
Yep.
Still think Memphis would take it. New Mexico State. Arkansas would have to win that game there. And still think here.
For Duke to win, everyone has to give Coach K his farewell championship.
I would actually say, doesn't matter. I still think here.
Duke won as a 2 seed in '91. Really?
Were we really? Wow.
Huh. I thought history had always been Duke only won as a 1 seed. Okay, if that's true, which Chad is usually more right than I am because it's Chad. Then that's actually curious. That's interesting. I did not know that. I thought just as I had been told, it's always been as a number 1. Oh, okay. You just looked it up to double check. Interesting. Interesting.
I think this would happen. We need that to happen. All right. So
I'll make this really easy. Memphis has to beat Gonzaga in the round of 32.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah, Gonzaga has to get bounced right there.
Yep. And here, then I would still go here, there.
Actually, here's another interesting one. You actually need this 11 to go Notre Dame. Because you need to set up a Duke Notre Dame game in the Sweet 16, Coach K against Mike Bray. So what's basically going to happen is that Coach K and Tom Izzo are going to play. And then, or actually you have Davidson, which is probably the better one. But then Mike Bray and Coach K are going to play, and Coach K isn't going to lose to a former coach, so that's going to give Duke the win to allow them to advance.
Yep.
So we're making this very contrived to let Duke advance. So that would essentially, you need Notre Dame to go ahead. Okay.
So I've got Tennessee coming out of the South, Duke obviously coming out of the West.
Yeah.
All right. Are you able to see everything?
Yep. You're good there.
Okay. So Baylor, Marquette, St. Mary's, think that'll happen. I still think that happens. That happens. That happens. That happens. That still happens. I would still say that Purdue would win there. St. Mary's would beat UCLA. Marquette would go over Baylor, St. Mary's. And then Murray State comes up with the upset there.
Okay, of Purdue. Okay, and then you have this crazy like 4-5-7 thing happening, right? Because the East is a total disaster. So
utter disaster.
Okay.
And then St. Mary's.
No, you send Murray State, I think.
Oh, you think send Murray State?
I think you send Murray State, and you set up this like Cinderella as like this upstart thing.
Versus David versus Goliath.
Yeah. And you have this David versus Goliath storyline, although it would have worked better if Murray State was on the opposite side of the bracket and
they got to the final.
Exactly. And we recreated this like Duke Butler sort of scenario from 2010.
Right.
Like that would have been the better play, but send Murray State through.
Then so Kansas would win that game, Creighton, and then Richmond, South Dakota State. Then Richmond, I think Kansas, no matter what, would still win. Iowa State, Wisconsin, Miami, Auburn. And then we would actually want to see Miami take care of Auburn there. Iowa State, Miami, Kansas, Tennessee,
wow, fascinating.
Duke. And I think that would.
And that gets you done.
Yeah. I think if we were to play Tennessee straight up, I think we could do it. If we were to play Kansas or Auburn, I don't think it would end up really going well for us.
Okay. So you set up a Duke Tennessee game. I actually sort of think that it would need to be lower. I'm really looking at that Butler sort of setup, like this 1-5 scenario, and you're saying Houston would actually have to go through, or something like that.
Yeah. Well, let's see. Actually, no. I think what would have to happen. So Illinois,
or you said Illinois is an interesting one.
Yeah. So then Illinois would have to go through here, go through there, and then we wouldn't want Kansas at all. So then Creighton would have to beat Kansas.
Yeah.
Creighton over Richmond. And then something like Creighton would have to end up getting all the way to the final four.
No. You send Wisconsin through.
Oh, you think Wisconsin? Okay.
Something like that. And then it's it has like vibes of like 2015.
Yeah.
Or actually, no, you send Auburn through, you go Auburn, Illinois, and then you could set up like Duke Auburn or something like that. I don't know. Maybe that one's kind of better though.
Yeah. Then I would say Illinois versus
Duke, something like that, and then Duke wins. Yeah.
Yeah.
I love this one. To me, Miami is like a classic horror film. You think it would be good, but it really sucks. I don't like Miami at all. Oh man, I love it. All right, so for Duke to reach the Final Four in the title, that's essentially how it would have to play out. So you can have that one as your contrived Duke pick, I suppose.
Pretty much. Okay. Pretty much.
Okay, well, that's, I think we're gonna call it there. So that's now I'm big.
Oh, sorry, I stopped sharing.
You stopped sharing. Now I'll cover that. There you go. Whoops. No, I got rid of everything. Okay, good. So, last chance. Join the bracket challenge. I know folks have already submitted. It looks good there. And we're going to be ready to go. Make sure you have your brackets filled in and ready to go for. You have to have them in Thursday, right? Before the first game?
Yeah, before the first non-play-in game, so
right,
Thursday.
Right. So you can actually wait until the play-in games are done and then you kind of go from there.
Mm-hmm.
But make sure you get those in there. Otherwise, we'll see you on Friday night. I actually don't know. It's actually not necessarily Friday night. It could be like a noon game, right?
Yeah, we have no idea.
Yeah, we don't have no idea. I could be doing a broadcast at 9 in the morning. I don't really know. But I'm going to just like block off the whole day. Or like move meetings and stuff.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, it's Friday Sunday is the pairing, right? So if you win Friday, you play again Sunday. I can't remember if that's actually what happened in Greenville.
Yeah, because we went down there on a Friday.
Okay.
Got there because we had the last game on Friday, so we left at like 3:00 from Durham. Got there right in time for tip off.
Okay.
And then we had the next day where we just kind of hung out, and then Sunday we caught we lost. We caught the next game, which was a loss at night, and then we drove back because I had to be at work at
that's right.
7 a.m. the next day.
Yeah. And I can't remember who the game before us was either, but
I think it was UNC.
Oh, it was UNC.
It was UNC because we were there and it was still halftime, and a massive amount of Tar Heel fans were still there.
Yeah.
And still cheering for the Tar Heels and cheering for South Carolina.
Right. So, okay. All right. Hopefully we don't have another letdown here in Greenville. In either case, that's going to be it for us. Look, Peter's saying, thanks, guys. Fun show. Go New Mexico State. Submit the bracket. Pick New Mexico State. Put them through. Love it. Appreciate everybody hanging around. This was a lot of fun. Justin, thank you so much for being here. This was fantastic. We're going to have to work on your percentage of picks that get in. We'll work on that one for next year. But look, fantastic chat. You were great. The polls were a lot of fun. I really appreciate everybody hanging around. Again, hit the sub button. Get notified when we go live. We'll see you here on Friday for the Duke game. Until then, go Duke, and may the best bracket win. See ya, and have a great week.
Go Duke.